Snake here with another figure review. And I do apologise, I feel like I seem to be saying sorry to you guys loads these days. I do apologise that it has been ages since my previous review, but I have just become ridiculously busy. Anyway, I have so many figures to review, just no time to do it. So please bear with me, I do apologise, I'm trying to crack these things out as best as I can. But as I've said, I've started a new job, so yeah, I'm either working or sleeping these days, and I've got a cat who wants to also be in a review soon, I'm reckoning. We shall see. Moving on. Today we have got the Batman Arkham Origins DC Collectibles stroke Direct Anarky. What can I say about this figure? I actually really like what they've done with this figure. I like what they've done with the character as well. I think he was a great addition to the game. I don't know if he was exactly what I'd call a figure-worthy figure, but he's cool. Yeah, it's a cool figure. I do really like him. I love what they've done with his arms and his coat specifically. Gripe-wise, yeah, I've got a couple of gripes of him. Not many though, to be honest, but we'll go into them in a sec. So, he only comes with the one accessory, the cocktail Molotov here. Let's have a closer gander at this thing. The flame has some really nice detail to it. It looks like it's more of an translucent orange plastic with this lighter flame painted on it, but it does look very, very cool. It's not removable, though it is a separate piece, although it looks like it's removable. No, I'm not going to do it. And then inside you've got a bit of, look like supposed to be tissue or paper or something in there, and then it's supposed to be the contents of the bottle in that black part. It doesn't really look, God, keep dropping it, sorry, it doesn't look that good, to be honest. It's funny that the flame is heavier than the bowl. Now, sure, he holds it quite well, but the problem is his hand is not the toughest plastic, so the more he's holding it, and it does put quite a strain on like this angle, the more it's going to get looser and it will eventually slip out, which is a shame. His other hand is just a fist, so it's pretty cool. He's got a okay gripe. Now, my initial gripe with this was the fact that I got this off eBay. I got this with a bunch of figures, and I mean a bunch. This one guy was selling a massive lot. I'm going to give the rundown quickly. I got two, not one but two DC, I don't even know, not the collectibles anymore, the new things, but the new 52 DC UC style Superman. I got the normal and the metallic one. Same for the Batman, normal and metallic. I also got the Batgirl. I got the Penguin old and new. I got a DC Direct Alfred and two Jim Gordons. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. And this guy. So I got a massive haul from this one guy. All from eBay. And just, yeah, it was awesome. They were all absolutely fine except for this guy. His arm was broken. And I can show you why. This arm was broken. I managed to fix it and it still works. The only problem is the hinge is a bit loose, so it doesn't like stay in there. And the reason that's popping out is because he actually has a rubber coat, which is very cool. It hides the joint and it looks very, very cool. Now this one's tight, so you can see it bends nicely, but this one's loose, so it kind of just goes blip. But it's really amazing. There's actually a pivot and a bend in the elbow, and it's all hidden really well. So I think that's very, very cool. And you can even go up. Now this is the thing I don't like, is to go up. You can go up that high, but it is one of the stiffest joints I've ever seen. And this is how thin the plastic is in there. And look, it's that translucent, super brittle plastic which DC Collectibles love using. You know, they just want your things to break. He's got quite a lot of rubber on him for a figure, which I think is quite funny. That's as low as his arms go. That sucks a bit, but you know. Rubber-wise, his jacket, excluding his arms, his jacket is a softer plastic, but it's still quite a firm plastic. His backpack straps are rubber. His sleeves are rubber. His hood is rubber. This thing down here is rubber. His pouch is rubber. The backpack itself is not. I think that's it. But all in all, there's just like a lot of rubber on this guy. It's quite funny. The hood, you can remove it, but it just looks a bit weird. and it doesn't stay there. So you can't even really like, that's all you can really do, and that just looks even weird. So your best aspect is to keep it on his head. Although showing that Jay-Z, when he reviewed it, to say when you turn the head, you can't really get the hood to stay, because that looks fine. Then as soon as you let go, he's looking into his hood. But it's somewhat actually realistic. You know, hoods don't generally follow the shape of your head much, unless you have a really tight fitting hood. So yeah. Another minor little gripe about this thing is you can see quite clearly the glue where they've attached the orange to the chest as a separate piece. I don't know how that's come up. Let's have a look at the zoomy and have a look at the details. Yeah, we're going to go double. So you can see just there the glue that I was mentioning. It's only a nitpick, that one. The mask on his head came out really well. It looks very cool. It's very solid. There's no paint apps to it whatsoever, actually. Although I do believe it's painted white. Interesting. And it is a separate piece to his head. So that's very cool. Just one thing I've noticed about these DC Direct figures. There's a lot of separate pieces. Whereas most companies, they'll mould onto one piece. DC's Direct, they seem to have layered figures. Like, for example, from what I can see here, his chest is a piece. His jacket is a piece. His straps are a piece. His backpack is a piece. And then his scarf is a piece. So that's like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces just in his torso. So like I was saying anyway, about the detail. Getting bopped by cat. The head's actually really cool. I do believe he had some hair though. I can't remember. Even though I did actually just do it like a few days, well, about a week ago. I can't remember. But it's very cool. The hood's got a really nice dark texture. It's a bit grubby. It's a bit nice. It's just dark. It matches his hoodie here. So it's very cool. The backpack is really well sculpted. It's got a nice texture to it, and it's got some really great paint apps to it also. Got like some safety pins here, and that's pretty funky. And then he's got his his Anarky symbol down here. Very cool. It's going to focus. Come on, focus. There you go. Very cool. It's kind of hidden by the strap though a little bit, but you can move that out of the way. I feel that's very cool. Very cool. Like I said, this pouch is a softer rubber, so it's movable. And this strap has got some nice paint apps to it as well. It's got the silver on the clasp, and then it's got a nice like dirt going around. The trousers are really well sculpted, and they're very flexible as well. I'll go into articulation in a bit. And his knee caps, got nice like, almost like a paw print there, or a fist, I'm not too sure. And it's got his really cool boots. See, I watched that Beware the Batman TV series, and I think Anarky was in that, if I remember right, the first episode, but he was like all dressed in white. So this is very cool. I like what they've done. I vaguely remember seeing him in one of the Batman comic books, but for the life of me I can't think what that one was. Anyway, let's go over his articulation. So his head, as you saw, was on a ball, so you can get up that much, down that much, a little bit of a pivot from left to right, and then you could rotate full 360 degree around, but it kind of hindered a little bit by this, not by much though, and it'd be awkward like just facing his hood, so I wouldn't really advise it. With the hood though, you are limited because, like I said, the hood will stretch back, so you're not going to get a massive amount from it. Nothing in the torso, nothing in the waist. Shoulders are on, I'm not too sure, I'm guessing ball hinged. They do go up, but like I said, they're very stiff. And this one broke just below, actually on the elbow joint. They do have a rotation, so you could rotate them around full 360 degrees at the bicep. They do have a single bend in the elbow, which is greater than 90 degrees, it's pretty cool. But like I said, they're very skinny, so not great. My cat is just going ballistic. I'm sorry about this, guys. He has a wrist cut on both sides, so full 360 degree there. So that's very cool. Bring that back down. I'm just terrified of snapping these things. I'm contemplating just like swapping them out, but we shall see. Like I said, nothing in the waist torso. He does have a waist cut though. That's very cool. And the coat goes over it, but oh no, do you see that? That's just popped out just now. Why is that so fluorescent in there? That's fine, it needs fixed, just a bit of glue. I'll sort that later. so that does go round. I don't know if you go full 360. Maybe, but it looks like it's... No, the coat's snagged on this pouch there, so you can't go full 360 degrees. Not that you'd need to. He has like DC, UC hips. Do you know what? I'm just going to fix that now because I can show you the articulation. 1 second. Okay, and we're back, and I've fixed it now. It might pop back out again, but we shall see. Anyway, like I was saying, his articulation. He does have T-cut hips, and he can go forward. That's his Spartan. You could bring this one back if you really want to, so you could have like him do that. See, there's a bit of wear there on bringing that leg up. But these straps don't really get in the way until you do the splits. And he can do the splits quite well. I think that's a very respectable split crick. I'm just going to show you the underside. As you can see, again, it's that see-through translucent plastic, but there seems to be quite thick joints though. I'm not sure if these are the ball joints. I think they are actually. I think they're ball joints. But as you can see, the plastic seems to be quite thick, so I'm optimistic about these. We shall see. No fire rotation. I thought that was weird. They normally have like fire rotation over other rotation. But, you know, for this one, he has double hinged knees, so that's very cool. They're definitely improving these figures a great deal. And he has a boot cut, full 360 degree there. His boot seems to be pointed slightly forward though, so you kind of have to get him. I thought I just broke that. Okay, it's good. It's like I'm terrified to handle these figures. They're just constantly, oh no, I broke it. No. But you know, you can get him in some good poses. Better if his arm was actually there. But like I said, I got his second hand, and I don't honestly believe it was the guy's fault. I think it did break in the shipping because there was a lot of figures in there. And although he did actually bubble up this guy around, you know, these things happen. I can't blame him for it, and he's been very cool about it. He's offered me a refund, so, but I've said it's okay. I'm happy with the figure still, and I've managed to fix it, so it's all good. I'm used to it with DC Directs. I mean, there was like a dozen figures in there, and this is the only one that broke, so tells you something, really, doesn't it? What else can I say about this guy? Let's do a size comparison. Put down your bowl. The Lauki. Okay, I've got the two bats here, so we'll do them quickly. So as you can see, fits in pretty well in scale with these figures. Looks quite shorter on the camera, but he's not that bad. His head probably makes about the same as, I don't know why it looks so much shorter on the camera, but his head probably makes about the same as Batman. Like, if I grab my tape measure quickly. No, that's on Batman's head and that's on his head. So I don't know why it's looking so angled, but it's not. While I've got the tape measure out, as you can see, he stands a massive 6.5 inches exactly. So he's pretty good, fits in with most of these scales these days. And yeah, very, very cool to have. I'm actually really liking this figure. I love the detail on him. I love the articulation. I despise the plastic, but that's about the only major gripe. Apart from that, I think he's a great figure, and I really do recommend getting him. He's not my first choice to get from the Arkham Origins baddies, but I did get him on, I'd say a whim. I did want him. I just got him a bit sooner than I was expecting. But really happy I did. Like I said, a great figure and not much to really gripe about. I've been a bit crazy, and I've actually got en route now Deathstroke, Deadshot and Firefly. So my collection, my lips will not use. My lips will not use. Oh my god, I need to go to bed. My lips will not work. I now have my complete collection from Arkham Origins en route. So as soon as they arrive, I'll be showing you guys. So very excited for them. Deathstroke I'm particularly looking forward to. He just looks amazing. One last thing before I go, which I did notice and I forgot to say, on his chest just now, he's got little buttons. Look at the little buttons. Very cool. Looks like a smiley face, an Anarky symbol, and then I'm not even sure what that is. Like 3 dots, 3. I don't know. So you guys might be able to tell me. Very cool that they're on there. I didn't notice them until like I started doing this review. I just forgot to mention them, so sorry. The other thing actually I did want to mention how well they've done, while I'm zoomed in there, when bear in mind this is a rubber and this is hard plastic, and I could not tell them apart from the naked eye. That's not true. You can look at them from the naked eye, they look just off, but it's only just. And it's only because I know, I think. If I didn't know, in fact, when I was looking these online, I was like, oh man, that figure's so rubbish. She's got no arm articulation. I'm so not going to get that, or I'm going to have to do loads of modding to give him articulation. But he's there, and it's cool. Only articulation grip is no ankle articulation, but I can live with that. Anyway, I'm rambling, sorry. That's my review of the Batman Arkham, I was going to say City, Arkham Origins Anarky from DC Collectables stroke Direct. Definitely, like I said, if you like the game, pick him up. Good figure to have. Very, very cool to have in any Arkham collection. Anyway, like I said, that's my review, guys. As per usual, thanks a lot for watching. Please leave any comments below. Please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye-bye.